What's up, everybody? This is Reese from C-Manga, and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail Chapter 426, Blackheart. I must kind of admit, I'm really liking where this little mini arc here is going. It's like, there was obviously a lot of character introduction this week, but yeah, that is one thing I have realised. It's like, most of the Avatar members, they don't look that evil. You know, it's like, a lot of their designs just make them seem like a normal guild. Well, all of them except for obviously the priest and another member. But yeah, so the rest of them, they kind of don't really look like they've got that much darkness about them. You know, they don't really kind of like fall into that stereotype. The only one, obviously, is their leader, the priest. And obviously, there's like one more member, but I'm not even too sure like what he actually is. So obviously, we got the kind of like, I'm calling him a Natsu type person only because he seems like the kind of main kind of character in their guild. His name's Jerome, and yeah, he just seems so normal and calm. It's like he seems like he shouldn't even be there exactly. You know, so there's not really much to say about him. So he didn't really kind of give off any real impression other than the fact that he could possibly be like the right hand man. I'm guessing he's definitely the strongest one in their guild, just because I don't know, it's, his whole aura about him. Next we have, I think her name's Bria. That's how you say it. She's kind of a funny one. Again, she doesn't have that kind of darkness about her, but she does kind of seem like the type of person who just doesn't really give a shit, essentially. It's like she's obviously giving like everyone all nicknames. For example, she called Jerome Shaggy just because obviously like the way his hair's all kind of messed up all the time. I must admit, second I did hear her call him Shaggy, I was just straight away thinking of Scooby Doo. I don't know why. It just literally after that, whenever I looked at any other characters, it's like, oh my god, why am I seeing like Velma or Daphne? Like I don't know. It was so weird. After her, we have Mary. She's basically the granddaughter of the priest guy. She's a weird one. Again, she has this kind of a whole super innocent and sweet look. But then when she opens her mouth, the stuff that she says, it again seems kind of cute and innocent. But when you actually listen to what she says, it's like, wow, okay. For example, the part which made me literally go like, okay, is when she's like, oh, stupid old man, why can't he just die already? It's like, damn, where the hell did that come from? You know, seeing as how the rest of it was all just kind of really normal. But then again, I guess you did have Bria saying that she's a vulgar child or something along those lines. After that, we have, I think his name's Galman. He seems like he might have some sort of lisp or speech impediment or something silly like that. He must have some sort of comedy thing. Because obviously he did kind of like, was talking, he said something very profound, and then next thing he messed up the last word, and it's kind of like, they all kind of picked up on that. But it kind of made me think, it's like, but that word, it was kind of close to the word it was trying to say, and it does seem like, you know, if you have a lisp, you would mess that word up. So yeah, you have him, and then finally you have D6, who kind of looks like, I don't know, some form of robot, or like he just doesn't look human. He's the other one I was saying. He, you know, kind of does conform into that evil-looking stereotype with the whole, you know, some steam coming out of his mouth and all that crap. And finally we have Abel, who seems kind of like a, you might have some sort of puppetry or doll magic. You know, you see him there like holding a doll and everything, playing around with it. So either he's just like, you know, a really really young kid, or his magic involves like controlling dolls. So that could mean like, I don't know, he's controlling D6 somehow. Maybe D6 is like his strongest puppet, something crazy along those lines. So yeah, that's all the members of Avatar. Well, the ones that we've seen, and you know what they're up to though. That is another question in of itself, because obviously they were talking about they're going on with some sort of ritual, but what the hell is that ritual? You know, we didn't exactly see anything about it. We just saw, oh yeah, we're about to do this ritual for Zeref. So it's kind of like, are they about to sacrifice a goat? Because it doesn't really seem like Fairy Tail's the type of, you know, series that will do kind of like killing people. So yeah, it's kind of like, what the hell's going on there? Another thing that they do know, obviously though, is that the weight of the council is upon them. They must know about the bounty happening, how what was it, Sabretooth were going to come and take them out and everything. So obviously they're thinking, okay, there must be a spy amongst us. So straight away they start thinking about, you know, Grey turns up and he's just like, oh yeah, straight away you're probably thinking of me. So it does kind of bring like into question like quite a lot of like Grey's allegiances. You know, is he a double agent, or has he truly descended into darkness? And the answer is actually the latter, because the way how you see his reaction is like he just doesn't care about anything, where he is, what he's doing. As long as he can get the Book of End and destroy it, he's happy. So it's kind of like, yeah, like a lot of people have been saying, Grey is kind of doing a Sasuke. You know, like he's obsessed with taking out his brother. He don't care where he gets stronger, as long as he can get stronger. So yeah, it's like he basically wants to get the Book of End and destroy it. So it's kind of like Natsu did explain at the beginning of the chapter like why he's kind of like descended into this darkness. The whole Demon Slayer thing must have left a scar on him that, you know, basically started corrupting him. Must have like picked up on the tiny bit of weakness in his heart, which is obviously the obsession with trying to destroy the Book of End. and it's just like, I don't know, eating away at him, enhancing that darkness, just building up, building up, building up, and just corrupting him. So I'm not even too sure like how they're gonna knock some sense into him, but somehow that's gonna happen, and hopefully dark marks will disappear. Maybe this is when we're finally gonna get the whole end reveal. Nuts is gonna find out that he is End. Zera's gonna turn up, some crap like that. So yeah, the Avatar members, they weren't exactly the only ones that got introduced in this chapter. We also found out where the heck Gajil has been, and yeah, he has basically got a new job. He's the council's detention enforce. He's part of the council's detention enforcement unit. Yeah, it's a giant mouthful of a title right there. But basically, they're kind of like the council's special forces unit. They'll send them in to take out these guilds when they need some muscle. And it's kind of a thing of, well, you can kind of understand why Gajil's like being part of the council now. Since the person who raised him was an ex-council member, and he did kind of like Avenger during the whole Tartarus arc. So this is kind of like his way of, I don't know, doing a whole memento tour or something like that. Just like honouring her memory. So yeah, there we have it. The Dragon Slayers are going to finally be reunited. So we can, I don't know. This kind of like makes me really happy, because it makes me think, I don't know, maybe next they can do a whole little thing where Agnologia turns up. Because obviously, he's only really caring about the whole Dragon Slayers and everything. So maybe then we can just like get some form of like, I don't know, pre-battle before the actual big proper battle against Agnologia. Or maybe they can meet their dragon parents and then finally get some lowdown. We can finally learn what the hell's been going on with the dragons. Where, not where they've been, because we know where they've been, but like what they've been doing there for so long. Like what happened to the rest of them. What was the whole 777 incident? Stuff like that. We can find out little bits like that hopefully in the next arc. So yeah, you can kind of like obviously see how some of these battles are going to be progressing. I can obviously see like Jerome taking on Natsu, then Grey turning up after he's beating him or something like that. I don't know. I could really see Wendy taking on that Mary chick, just because it's like they've got the whole innocent look battle thing going on. Lucy will obviously take out that Bria chick. Then the rest of them, that's kind of like, who knows? I'm definitely guessing that Rogue's definitely going to turn up. So the whole future Rogue thing, maybe they're going to like, I don't know how they're going to sidestep it, or whether it's actually going to become apparent. But yeah, there's just so much stuff going on. Final note though, in terms of kind of like first impressions as who the spy could be, because I definitely don't think it's great. I'm kind of saying that it's going to be Jerome, only because it's like, out of all of them, he was the only one you can't really get a proper read on. It just seems so normal, like he shouldn't be there. What I mean? Or but then again, they could just pull a whole fast one on us and make it out like it's going to be that D6 person instead of being a puppet. It's actually some council member, maybe even Doran Bolt, someone who we know. Just someone in that suit just pretending to be part of a guild. So yeah, decent chapter, lots of character introductions. Can see definitely where it's going. So much hope for the future, and yeah, that's about it for this chapter. I obviously enjoyed it, but what did you guys think? Let me know about what you thought in the comment section below. Are you happy to see Gajil come back? Who do you think the spy could be? All that stuff, let me know. And as usual, don't forget to check out other things to the channel. So I'll see you next time.